Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3 at gmail.com on PayPal. Or otherwise you can you can look up me on YouTube and like and subscribe there to see my created playlists and last added videos and things like that. The IDF launches strikes after Hezbollah's blatant ceasefire violation kills 2 and wounds 4 soldiers. Israel issues first evacuation notice in weeks as the Israel Defense Forces said to urge stronger response. The Israeli Defense Forces, known as the IDF, said it launched precise strikes in southern Lebanon on Wednesday after a blatant ceasefire violation by Hezbollah, casting a shadow over the ongoing talks between Beirut and Jerusalem in Rome, Italy. On Thursday, the IDF announced that 2 reserve soldiers were killed when an explosive device detonated during IDF operations in the town of Majal Zone. They were identified as Major Reserve Haredi Bernstock, 34, and Company Commander from Nokdama Sergeant Major Reserve Tamir Valknin, 33, from Eilat. 4 other soldiers were seriously wounded and rushed to a hospital, according to Army Radio. The incident happened when an IDF force from the 55 Brigade Combat Team was clearing the area of Hezbollah infrastructure. The report also cited a senior security source who noted that Israel is treating the explosion as a violation of the ceasefire, though the IDF is currently not certain when the device was planted in the building. In an immediate response, the IDF launched artillery and airstrikes at Hezbollah targets in the area. Later, the IDF issued a call to the residents of the village Al-Mazuri, located in the security zone near the coast, to evacuate ahead of incoming strikes. The security zone was supposed to be empty of civilians, though Lebanese reports suggest that some residents have begun returning to their homes despite the ongoing IDF presence. A military source told Ynet News that the village is located within the security zone under IDF control, where military activity is still taking place that endangers the lives of Lebanese civilians. The IDF evacuated them in order to protect their safety. The civilians arrived under the protection of the Lebanese army, which set up a checkpoint in the area in violation of the agreement. Doron Kadosh, Army Radio military correspondent, noted that it is only 1 kilometre from Majal Zone. Both are within the security zone, which the IDF ostensibly is supposed to control and prevent civilians from entering, even if there's no permanent IDF presence there. If civilians have recently returned to the village of Al-Mazuri, it is not inconceivable that Hezbollah terrorists also managed to return there and get to within just 1 kilometre of Majal Zone, possibly enabling them to plant the bomb there in recent weeks. The Lebanese Health Ministry later said that an Israeli strike on a target in Tabin killed 1 person and wounded 12 others. According to Ynet News, the security establishment and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are still discussing whether to launch more powerful strikes in Lebanon, which the military reportedly suggested, but Netanyahu rebuffed for now. Meanwhile, this week's round of talks between Israel and Lebanon on the 7th overall continued in Rome, Italy, with Lebanese network LBCI describing the atmosphere as delicate and sensitive. The main issue with the pilot areas for Israel's withdrawal, a full ceasefire, the demolition of terror infrastructure, and the destruction of villages in southern Lebanon. Wednesday's session ended several hours earlier than planned, and conflicting reports as to the cause. As Israeli source told the Times of Israel that Israel ambassador to the United States, UK Leiter, asked the US mediators to halt the talks on Wednesday due to the Lebanese delegation leaking false information to Lebanese media. A US State Department official later confirmed to AFP that the talks ended early but apparently blamed the Israeli strikes while referring to events on the ground. Discussions focused on a range of political and military issues and were extremely productive. The technical team made progress on determining key details on implementation of the trilateral framework, the State Department official stated. The talks were expected to resume on Thursday as scheduled. So let's hope that Israel and Lebanon can get back to the table for peace talks, and may Hezbollah stop planting bombs that would totally derail the peace between the two nations. It's almost like they don't want them to make peace because it doesn't benefit them and it doesn't put money in their coffers. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.